with the DCU for a second. Because the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Emmys at all.
Stop it. Xolo Mariduena is talking about the DCU status. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. He is out promoting the Smurfs film. I forgot he was in. I didn't even know he was in the Smurfs. Well, that's nice. And also touched on plans for Jaime Reyes' place in the wider DCU. One of the most surprising points of the DCEU came from the last flickering embers during its dying days, the release of director Angel Manuel Soto and Xolo Mariduena's Blue Beetle in 2023, the first live-action Latin superhero to headline his own major studio film. Film didn't set the box office on fire. It was well received by critics, 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 61 Metascore on Metacritic. James Gunn announced he will be bringing back Mariduena for Blue Beetle from the DCU over to the DCU, one of the few holdovers. However, details on when and where Blue Beetle would appear in the DCU have somewhat been scarce these last few years. Reported in June 2024, Blue Beetle animated series was in the works, serving as a direct follow-up to the DCU film. There's been little chatter about when that series will be released. This is what he said when he spoke to Screen Rant. Xolo. The universe is cracked open. Pandora's box is open, for lack of a better word. I love the animation medium. I love getting to continue to explore and try my best fit to this character. Having already done Blue Beetle, I know the character, I know the voice. I'm excited to see him in actual form of animation and to see what stories we can tell that we can't tell in live action. Excited to see how Blue Beetle fits in. All right, this is interesting. Because of the animation side of it, and that's brought in there, it looks like they're going to push him to the Creature Commandos side of things, and he's going to be an animated character now. Is that accurate, Roxy? Do you think we're going to see him in live action again?
I have to say something that is going to shock Mikey Christmas.
What?
Oh, boy.
And maybe you, Kristian, maybe you don't remember me telling you this. This is the one DC live action movie
I haven't seen it.
that I've never seen.
Wow. Yeah, you'd like this movie.
Everybody seemed to like it.
Yeah, you'd like this movie.
So it's hard for me. I obviously know the character, but it's hard for me to say whether or not what they're doing with this, or whether or not I like what they're doing with this, because I didn't see him in this role, even though I actually really like this actor as well, who I've met with you multiple times, Kristian.
Yeah.
But I would say that it would be the one property that Gunn hadn't touched that he wanted to keep a character from. So he must have serious plans for this character and bring him over.
Mike, what do you think? You think he's going to be live action, or is this interview?
Well, if he's the animated voice, I'm assuming he is. I mean, that was what Gunn said. You know, when you're an actor, like you know,
that's the next thing. You think animated is the next thing?
Oh yeah, they're not bringing him in live action for a long time,
right?
But at that point, then is he too old? So it's just like I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a promise by Gunn that he's bringing him over, and I think that you're still in it. You're animated, and I think the conversation we just had about the big three and who you got to focus on, like Roxy knows how much I'm a big fan of Xolo Mariduena. I've been interviewing the kid since he was 16 years old. He's a sweetheart of a kid. He's a good personality. He was great in Cobra Kai. He was great. He was great in Blue Beetle. Great. These are not the characters to focus on right now.
Right. 100%.
They're just not. So having him show up later on down the line in a live action movie, and especially throw something in, and he's clearly having conversations like, yeah, I know the character well. I can do the voice. So do that. Introduce him that way through canon. It seems like that's how they're going to do it.
But also, we've already seen it. Not to give too many Superman spoilers, but I'm assuming both of you guys watch Creature Commandos?
Yes.
Yep.
A lot of it.
So we saw that specifically with Rick Flag, but I think that this is kind of in Gunn's universe.
Yes.
We do know that the animated people are going to be the live action people, but also they kind of jump back and forth a little bit. And so I think that even if initially he does animated, there's some kind of Blue Beetle animated something, it doesn't mean he couldn't appear in live action.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
5-minute cameo.
Yeah, it's true. And it also, I think what it does, that it gives the animation more ammo, right? Like there's not a lot of animated things right now, and it gives a little bit more ammo.
Here's something that I will say, being that Gunn is what Gunn's doing and doing classic versions of these characters. I don't think we get him again live action until we introduce Ted Cord.
I don't know what that is, but I believe you.
He's classic Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Like he's the lead. Him and Booster Gold. Like they're going to introduce, and then he will come into it.
Okay, makes
So
sense.
we'll get live action Ted Core before we get live action.
Yeah, that's another
Sure.
reason why you can't do a live action movie, because unfortunately, there's the animation, it's got a smaller audience, right?
Yeah.
It just does. Like there wasn't like droves of people watching Creature Command outside the hardcore fan base.
What are we doing with the Harley Quinn animated series?
That's a great question. Who knows?
I haven't
No.
looked into it.
No.
That's my favorite of the animated shows. It's my favorite animated show, period. Of at least the last 10 years. I love that show. And I haven't looked into it, but if we are using the same people for Creature Commandos, obviously Gunn didn't pick the people for Harley Quinn animated series, and that wouldn't make perfect sense. But I am curious if he's going to pull some, like maybe not Harley and Ivy, and he didn't for Clayface. But just curious what they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to play. It's a good call. What happened? Giggling?
Just giggling.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that with that show, because everybody like loves that Harley Quinn show. But the question is,
Love.
yeah, people love it. How are you going to continue it out? I don't know. What do
Would
you guys?
you want to see Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn live action?
I don't know.
Would you want to see like Belle as Poison Ivy?
No, none at this point. I want to see.
I don't think we see live action Harley Quinn for a while.
Yeah.
What's a while?
I'm sorry.
What is a while? 10 years?
No, I think she was, regardless if you loved or hated the DCEU, she was a highlight of it.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
the big three.
Yeah.
You think she was part of the big three? I don't know about that. Towards the end, it was getting that
But
way.
again, she guns.
Yeah.
You know
look,
what? Here's what's being interesting. Let me say this real
Go
quick. I think Peacemaker 2 is going to be a very big question answerer as far as because of what's still there and what's not. Like, because his Suicide Squad, like he's picking some characters, but some are not. So I think that's going to answer, and that might give us a little bit better idea of where Harley will eventually be. So
Okay. Well, we'll see. I asked you guys, where do you think overall animation's going for the DCU? What do you think about these comments with Xolo Mariduena? Are we going to see Blue Beetle again in live action? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. Summertime is hectic, man. There's so much going on. You got to try to fit stuff in. So you got to try to fit in. How do I fit working out? How do I do it? For me, I love having Hydrow at my house now. I've been talking about you guys. Hydrow? We're talking about Hydrow? Yeah, I'm talking about Hydrow. Because why? There's no commute. There's no class times. There's no juggling logistics. I just hop on it. I get an amazing workout. 20 minutes fits into whatever kind of day I'm having. It's a game changer. It gives me a full body workout. It's got arms, it's got legs, it's got core, everything. I'm hitting 86% of my muscles in one session. I can do it in just 20 minutes when I'm busy. That kind of efficiency, it really matters. I love that I'm not just following some random trainer, too. That's one of the things I really have responded to. The workouts are led by real athletes, Olympians, baby, world champions, people who know what they are doing. It makes a big difference for me. I feel like, okay, this person knows what they're doing. I'm not just listening to some random video out of nowhere. So for me, again, just having it in my place, and if I miss something, I'm like, oh, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to get myself to the gym? I don't need to. I have it at my place. So I'm able to skip the gym and not the workout. I stay on track with Hydrow. For a limited time, go to hydrow.com. Use that code Kristian, and you're going to save up to $450 off your Hydrow Pro Rower. $450. That is hydrow.com. Use the code Kristian. Save up to $450. Hydrow.com. Code Kristian.